Hello my fellow artists and friends, I'm Kat Valk, and as you can see I'm wearing my fabulous and perfect ugly cat Christmas sweater. It's December, which means that it's time for another Sketchbox. And if you don't know what it is, Sketchbox is one of those subscription boxes that you can get sent home to you every month, and it's filled with delicious art supplies. So I'm pretty excited about this month's supplies, and I already knew what was inside the box before I even received it, because we get our boxes pretty late here in Sweden apparently. They are shipped from the US, I think, and Sketchbox posted on their Instagram account pictures of this month's supplies before I even got the box, so yeah, that kind of ruined the surprise for me. But hey, first world problem. I'm still excited anyway, so let's open it so I can show you what's inside. And the first thing in the box, as usual, is this card with the featured artist of the month, and we have Andrew Rogers, so thanks for this cute little fox playing in the snow. And the other card has a little information about all the supplies that's in the box, and I got the premium box this month as well. And I've got questions about what the difference is between the regular box and the premium box, and I believe that the regular one has about the same supplies as the premium one, but the supplies are a little less expensive. But I'm not entirely sure about that, so don't listen to me and correct me if I'm wrong. And a sticker, cat toys. And the first supply in the box is this calligraphy pen, which is awesome, but I know that I will not use this as much because I'm terrible at calligraphy. I never really learned how to do it properly, so but maybe this is a time to practice, perhaps. I will use it for the drawing later anyway. And the second items are these pigment markers from Winsor&Newton, and these are a brand new type of markers, and I've seen and heard a lot about them. I'm not sure if they work the same way as regular marker. I'm not sure if they are alcohol based or not. They don't smell as strong as regular markers. I got this rounded fancy design with a triangular cap on one end with the bullet nib, and on the other end the cap is round with a wider nib. So yeah, that is pretty cool. As I said, I've heard a lot about them, so I can't wait to try them. And last but not least, I got these 3 huge pens, and these are the Chameleon pens. These are also a brand new type of markers. I've heard a lot about these markers as well, and these are made to create different shades of the same color with one marker only. So the pen comes in 2 different parts, one with the actual pen, and it's got 2 different nibs, one brush nib and one bullet nib, and the other part got this like blender pen thing in it. And according to the instructions, it's called a mixing chamber. What you do when you want to create a lighter tone is that you take one of the regular tips and you put it together with the mixing chamber part, and you hold it upright like so with the mixing chamber on top, and the colorless ink from this part will go down in the pen, and boom, you got a lighter shade. Alright, that's all supplies that's in the box. Let's put all these goodies to the test. So these are the colors that I got and that I'm gonna work with today. The brown and the black one are the pigment marker, and the 2 green and blue are the Chameleon marker. And I gotta say that these may not be the most exciting colors that I work with. It would be nice to have some warmer tones to work with as well, or at least some complementary colors like red or orange. But hey, as I used to say, I'm just gonna do the best with what I got. So I'm drawing this elvish looking girl. It's actually an old sketch of mine that I made a long time ago that I really liked, and I wanted to make something out of it. So I thought this would be a perfect time to do so. I'm using the blue Chameleon pen for her skin, trying to use this mixing chamber thing to create different shades. To be honest, it's not easy. It starts at a really light, almost invisible shade, and when you draw with the marker it gradually goes to the darker original shade again, and it's kind of hard to tell when it will become darker again. I also had to do a lot of waiting for the ink to fuse or mix before I could use it. It should only take about 15 seconds according to the instructions, but yeah, I'm impatient, so it will need a bit of a practice until you get a hang of it. It feels like I made this whole drawing and I still need some more practice, but it's a really innovative and creative way to blend the colors, and I know that many people will love this. I'm using the black pigment marker for the hair, and I gotta say that I really love this one. I don't know if it's because of the paper I'm using, but the ink is not sucked up by the paper in the same way as normal markers. It doesn't bleed in the same way, and it's kind of more lays on top of the paper, so it gets this very nice and layered effect. And I know that there is a special made paper just for these kinds of markers that allows you to blend the colors and work with them together before they dry, so that would be really nice to try out. So yeah, I really enjoy the pigment markers, and the wider nib that I used also felt pretty soft. It's almost got this brush effect to it, and I don't know if it's this marker only or if all the markers are like this. So in the last minute I switched out the butterfly to a flying bug instead. I thought that it would look better with the color scheme. It also looked a bit more interesting, I think. And then I used the calligraphy pen to fill in some of the lines, and you could really do some interesting line art with this pen, even if I prefer a regular brush or fine liner pen. And I think the finished piece turned out way better than expected. I didn't have many colors to work with, but I think it turned out great anyway, and I hope you like it too. It's really awesome trying out all these new supplies. It's like candy to me, you know. I just want more. And these boxes are a great way of finding out about new supplies and challenge yourself by trying out new techniques. I enjoy it anyway. And if you also love to find out about and try out new supplies, I really recommend you to go to getsketchbox.com and get a subscription. Also, if you use the code Frederator 2015, you will get a 10% discount on your first order. Isn't that just awesome? A huge thank you to SketchBox and to Frederator for making it possible for me to make another of these videos. I really enjoy it and I really hope you like them too. Thank you so much for watching, and keep on drawing, and happy holiday season everyone! Bye!